That brings us to the Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have two sets of motions. That should the city receive authority to implement the tolling of roads, City Council direct the City Manager and the Deputy City Manager and CFO to report on capping the amount of tolls that a Toronto resident would pay per year and issuing a request for expression of interest on the methods in which tolls would be administered, including the use of dynamic pricing that would reduce tolls during off-peak travel periods. And then the second one, the consideration of an increase in third-party sign tax be deferred until the Planning and Growth Management Committee has considered the staff report on the review of the tax expected in April 2017, and that consideration be given to expanding the use of electronic signs as a way of increasing the amount of funds raised by the third-party sign tax. So, just briefly, and I'm not so much speaking as your Deputy Mayor, as a local councillor. I'm in a special position, Mr. Mayor, as you know. We've talked about this extensively, as probably being there is no ward that will be more affected by these road tolls than my ward. It bisects my ward. So the impact is significant and it's severe. So if you're from the downtown, if you're from Councillor Cressy's ward or Councillor Mahevik's ward, it's easy to support road tolls because many of your residents just don't have cars because they don't use the Garden Expressway and they don't use the Don Valley Parkway. So it's easy to be enthusiastically supporting these road tolls because there's no impact, right? If you ride a bike or you take transit, hey, you know, that's great. I'm all for these road tolls because you're not impacted. My residents are. And, you know, I've heard these arguments about, you know, we've got to pay for the Gardner Expressway and then, you know, if we do all this new construction, it's a new road, therefore the users should pay for it. We never do that anywhere else. So I'll give you two examples. Richmond Street, we just paved that road. We haven't put tolls on that. Bayview Avenue up in North York. Nice new road, looks fantastic. No tolls on that. Queen Street, haven't put, brand new road as well. We haven't charged for that. If we were to decide, if we built new infrastructure, whether we would charge road tolls, the Sherbourne Street bike lane would have a toll on it. If we built a new sidewalk, we charge pedestrians for walking on the sidewalk. That reasoning, it just simply doesn't square. I will say to you that the reason why I'm so concerned about these tolls is because for those individuals and families who have to use these roads. And for my residents, you got to use the Don Valley Parkway. What's your alternative? Maybe Don Mills Road? It ends up where? The Don Valley Parkway. So your options are Bayview or Mount Pleasant, or you have to go even further west. That's not a very good option for them, so they're stuck using these tolls. And if you've got to use it to go to work, it's $2 a day. No, $4 a day. 20 bucks a week, 80 bucks a month. It's $1,000 a year. And the last time, you know, if you drive on the Don Valley Parkway, they're not all Lexuses and BMWs. They're not. There are a lot of beat up Toyotas and Hondas, people going to work. And to hit them with 1,000, some of those people that have to pay $1,000 a year, that's a big hit for them. And so that's why I'm asking for these caps, and that's why I'm saying that my support when this comes back will be looking at what the impact is for the people that have to use these roads. Because as much as we talk about this, about we having revenue tools here to raise money, those residents those families and people who go about their business, and I'm not talking about the people from outside Toronto because we'll get them, but the residents of the City of Toronto, the people from my ward, they don't have any other revenue tools. They're stuck with what they have.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I had next...